Okay, I'm back. I apparently my computer decided to just freeze for no reason as soon as I was about to continue this, and then was left listening to sounds of ominous talking in the background. So it's great. Um, yeah. So let's go. Brief silence passes around our little group as Jude and Mishra look at each other sheepishly. I can tell they didn't expect their game to turn out like this. Mishra looks to Hanako in order to apologize, then pauses. Hanako is staring at the middle of her desk and barely moving, a maudlin expression on her face. I guess I was wrong about her taking a while. Hanako, I'm sorry. There's a few seconds pause, but Hanako lifts and shakes her head. It's okay. Expression looks odd, like she's very tired. It didn't seem natural, so it's nothing alarming. Nothing really wants to continue with the current conversation, so we open our textbooks and ending our group work. It's pretty dull. But the equations we're supposed to work out as a group will take a while. Well, it's going to be pretty mechanical. It doesn't help that while it still didn't go as bad as it could have, it has left an awkward atmosphere around us. Still, we manage. Nako's face betrays it. She almost has the same expectations of our work as I do. And do begin to write our group's results. Mishra, on the other hand, is scratching up her lips and figures are trying to make kids tell what we're doing. Nagano is looking on quietly, swearing what we're writing, what I say. She uses the same system when the teacher speaks. Saying her attention is so unreliable. But the way she takes in information, I think she'd do quite well in class if she actually followed the lessons regularly. Well, that's why being why the student seems so hard on her. Hey, Hanako, do you understand this? Mary looks to Hanako, but I expect her hope is more to find a comrade in ignorance than genuine help. I, not really, I guess. There's how tense she is in answering, but she settles back down. She breathes out, and the weight of her body and head lower reminds you of a deflating balloon. Okay? I can go over this bit if you want. Now she shakes her head lightly, but then again, I don't think she needs an explanation, despite what she said. Mr. quickly interjects, entirely oblivious. And I end up slowly going through how we end up with one of our results, step by step. Sometimes this reminds me it's kind of work can't be kind of for everyone, but it rather feels that way due to my grasp of the subject. It's a rather satisfying feeling. Lisa brings her bald, fixed, and open-handed realization. Discover another nice feeling. The explanation got through to her. She managed to work out the next equation herself with a minimum guidance. But of all, the Sako is unusually unresponsive. She's only very quiet, but one can see her eyes moving periodically over the landscape of the classroom. Thanks. In front of her, and anxiously moving her hands in some way, or shifting her shoulders periodically. But right now, these small movements I got used to seeing are all missing. Someone not moving at all is definitely weird. Even Mission can tell something is wrong. Hanako, are you sure you're okay? Yes. Are you sure? I'm fine. A little more strongly this time, but she turns away as she says it. I don't really doubt her answer. At the same time, I can tell she wasn't talking about it any farther. I already have 1 hour conversation a day and that I'm not fully over. I don't have to do the matter too much either. Sit back into our routine, debating over her answer whether a doubt comes up. But this time I noticed Hanako wasn't talking at all. It's frustrating. She had made so much progress. Makes me a little angry at Suzu and Misha for undoing the surprise Lily had wanted to keep secret so much. I know I'm at fault too. Maybe I could have kept it under wraps somehow. Soon as noticed Hanako's silence as well, and it's also getting antsy. I can see it on her face. There's nothing strange. It's strange, even though she's deaf. As soon as she receives Hanako's unusual quietness sooner than Misha. Hanako, you're being too quiet. You have to contribute too. So we might work on a bigger project, one that's so big it's worth celebrating afterwards, like with ice cream or cake. Yes, that's why it won't take you long. Totally trying to tease her, bring her out of her shell, but I don't think it's kind of first working on Hanako. Let's make her feel worse. There's no teacher like that. It's not nice. Jen, it's all in good fun. Jen, she is everyone anyway. You back off, though, with Misha moving away from the issue, but ask me a question again. On seeing how difficult the problem is she's working on, I don't know whether it's a skillful dodge or a mere coincidence. It takes more of our time than necessary, because Zune keeps disagreeing with me when I'm trying to explain it to Misha, and Misha is quick to believe her over me, so quick in fact that she gets to translate what Zune is saying. Yeah, the clock is finally ticking down. You just speed up a little. Jen, you sound like a Zune there. Just gotta look at my watch? Jeez, is it really all it takes? Time managing, I'm studying the student council president. Look at Hanako to see how she's doing and freeze. Yours are covered in equations, but Hanako's only halfway there. It's not like she's written anything in the past 20 minutes. Realize I want to kick myself for how done I've been. Should have known that someone as proud as Hanako wasn't going to brush off what happened so easily. But I've been all too eager to move on from our situation to notice. She was really sitting down for the past half an hour. I had no clue. Her pen is still in hand, but she doesn't slowly spin around as she usually does. There isn't a single idle movement from Hanako. Only the fact she tries to inch away when she feels Suzu and Misha and I looking at her tells me that she's even still conscious. We look away, and at least in my case, it's hardly at her shame that it's gotten this way. Although on the outside she shuts out almost completely, I know it's a different story on the inside. The kind of thing you should be thinking about as she tries harder and harder to shrink into herself, as if fooling it she could somehow disappear. I was looking at her now, sharing glances in between putting the finish touches on their work. Maybe time to ask her what's wrong, but that only makes the problem worse. Once her frozen to her seat, she's probably run out of the room by now. These questions are loud enough to be heard in the entire classroom. In a second, I'm ready to snap at her, because only imagine how much worse she's making Hanako feel. Of course, for her to do that, I'll make the situation worse. Maybe Hanako's gotten stronger, and she has, but it wasn't enough, and I was too eager to believe it. Now she's terrified, and alone in the middle of the classroom. Nothing I can do without drawing more attention to her. Infuriating. Misha's worried, and even June is biting her lip. I just know how to deal with the situation, so I decided to call Muto. His judgment would probably be better than ours. Logan managed to catch his eye, suddenly motioned him to come over. I'm having a little fuss about that it's possible if there's anything that could make this worse, then it's more attention being focused on her. Now I can see when I'm staring at her group, especially at her, because they know that if there's a problem, it has to be her. Everyone knows her, and it's the first thing everyone's mind would leap to. Her reputation of being a truant to this character is an unusual person, and even the unusual Maku. Who knows how many times they've said her before? Maybe just because she's seen the class staring at her so much that she fears their gazes like she does, cowering from it. It takes me the time it takes Muto to walk over must be like an eternity to Hanako. He looks expensive all over. Maybe it's finally against asks what's wrong, forgetting himself he sees Hanako. Did we upset her? Don't worry. New bends down Earth calming Misha and then looks at Hanako's face. Hi, Ikazawa's. Can I help you at all? This is hushed and gentle. I was acting so differently around Hanako now that the whole class knows something's wrong with her. Everyone doesn't respond, she only rests hands on her shoulder. She starts shaking at his touch, but don't even look up. Now pretends to stare at the equations on her desk, so vision so unfocused that I doubt she even sees them. You've reversed them before. I remember this not even an hour ago. Sorry, I just noticed that she's actually shaking. That kinda hits a little bit. Along with this music isn't helping either. She's able to talk to him almost normally. No grimace is a bit his sand again, but now his expression changed. I can see he wasn't exactly unaffected by what happened either.